What up? What up? What up? You too. Welcome back to the episode of Balls and Things, not those types of balls or things you purpose to get your minds out the gutters. We starting a little bit late today, man. Blame StreamYard. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, but StreamYard did not want us to be great today. It was not letting us backstage. So, yeah, I even scheduled the show a little bit later. So, how you doing, Coach? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing great, doing great. Had a kind of busy today. I was cleaning some snake tubs and shooting video, and I kind of lost track of time in the snake room. So
Dennis, what up?
I was jumping on a little late anyway, and then we had technical
Thank you,
difficulties.
Jay.
So I was saved.
I was going to talk about, go Raiders, right? It's football season now. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Just Jay, go Bengals. That's go Joe Burrow. Yeah. Oh man. So speaking of Joe Burrow, you see my quarterback, man, Jaden Daniels crying over his jersey.
Yeah. That's football players, though. We like our
Oh,
numbers. We like our jerseys. That's a big deal.
yeah, but Joe Burrow's number 8 retired, and he's like the greatest quarterback ever for LSU. And like, come on, Jaden. If Joe's not crying, you shouldn't be crying.
Well, maybe he thinks he's better than that other guy.
Nah, and that's my quarterback, and he's no Joe Burrows, man. Even though
Yeah. Yep. We've got the best quarterback still to be. So
you like that? You thought Kirk Cousins, right?
hold on now.
You talking about Kirk Cousins, right? Good evening, Ashley. Thanks for joining us. What you got? What you got there?
So apparently, my wife dropped her keys and down a manhole cover or something. I don't know. She's locked out. Apparently, I did it, but I'm going to try it again someday.
Did you see that was a couple weeks ago, or probably a couple months ago when it was like 10 dudes hanging out in the sewer because one of them dropped. He said one of them dropped their keys in the manhole cover in the sewer.
I don't know. I had to get up to let her in. So God darn it.
Oh man. So
She's
we
safe
got
now.
Dave for the DNA Reptilia. He's coming back for part 2 because I got a bedtime, and so we going early, and we didn't get a chance for him to go upstairs and hang out in the snake room. So today we're gonna see a lot more animals. So so without further wait, what you talking about? Oh, see, defender has it now. Cornerback has it now, and that's why he's crying. But
Yeah.
let's bring out Dave from DNA Reptilia. Can we give him a nice round of applause, please?
Come on, where's the soundtrack? There it is. There it is. How you guys doing again?
Good. How are you?
Besides a little stress of that, I thought that maybe I was the only one not able to get in.
Oh no.
No.
It was all of us.
We all couldn't get in. None of us could get backstage, man. It's like plugging.
So it's all right. Stuff happens.
Yeah.
That's what you got to realize in life. Stuff happens.
Yeah.
Roll with it, baby. Just roll with it.
Yeah, we're on their platform. They have the control. We have next to no control. We're just users.
Yep.
Right. Hopefully, they should give me a discount for that. Like,
yeah. You pay for it, so it's
you should give a discount for that. You can stop playing. Come up off them coins.
Right.
I see you represent for U.S. Art, and salute to U.S. Art, man. They fight for our rights.
most definitely.
Mm-hmm. They take the ballots that we don't got to worry about. So great.
Right,
Great.
they're there for us. They help you out whenever they can. They got their eyes peeled for anything kind of suspicious going on. So it's always nice to have something like that on your back.
Absolutely. So, in case anyone missed the first time you was on, can you give a little brief rundown on what it is. Oh man, get this weirdo out of here! Always popping up here trying to
Who
get
was that guy?
some weirdo, man.
He does the same thing every week and pretends like it was a mistake. All right. Come on, man.
All right, I'm Dave of DNA Reptilia. I am half of what it was. The D in DNA stands for Dave, and the A stands for Abby. So it's Dave and Abby Reptilia. That's why the N is a small A. So we kind of went with the play on that. I was originally thinking, reptiles. Let's go with the cliche. Everybody goes whatever reptiles, but that was actually a shop down in Texas, I think. So because I Googled it before I even made the name back in 2018 or 19, I think is when we finally locked in the name. So I went with synonyms with reptiles, and Reptilia came up. I was like, okay, I know I'm new in the game, but I haven't heard that much of Reptilia before, which keeps it a little bit more broad because I was going to be the one I was going to be doing mainly snakes, and the daughter was going to do a lot of other things, many different types of reptiles, ackies, bearded dragons, even though she wasn't going to breed bearded dragons, but crested geckos, leopard geckos. I think she had a Chinese cave gecko once that had to have been an import. It did not last long. I'm sorry. Then she had a pair of Litianus, a mating pair. That was nice. She did get a couple eggs from it, but none of them were viable. They didn't last the full incubation period, but things happen with breeding. We learned that. You will see Max right there peeking up behind Maximus. Yes, Maximus. He is Maine Coon, so Max kind of fit it, and he's going to start singing for me now. He's very vocal. And we just got a female Maine Coon just last week at Ed and Emily's show. We vended there, and it was a really good turnout for that show again. And Proper Royals was there, MBK was there, and I think there was a couple other smaller breeders from around the area, from Eau Claire, Minnesota. So, and then it was an all animal show, so it wasn't just reptiles, which was nice. They had, you name it, everything. They didn't have a kangaroo this time, but hey. But that's where I got the female Maine Coon, which is a turtle style. So that was. I was having a good show, and I spent it at the show.
Would you say it's a turtle style?
Turtle, yeah. The patterning is a turtle style for the female. That's our male. That's over a year old. Turtle style has like almost kind of like a calico-ish face, but more browns and blacks, and then the back. On the back, it's kind of like a dark gray, and then it goes into like silver undertones. So she has a really gorgeous flipping tail it's like silver undertones with black tips on it. So she's gorgeous.
Don't they get huge?
They can get up to 28 pounds, I do believe.
Yeah.
And that's not fat for a Maine Coon.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous animals. They can reach up to, from nose tip to tail tip, I think is 48 inches.
That's so big. Yeah.
That's a big kitty. And the males are the bigger of the two.
Yeah.
So a female
can get cat's that big. You know what that means, Keys? If the cat's that big, its mouth is big enough to fit across your windpipe right there.
Yeah, they have a tendency to sleep on my neck from time to time. And
it's just like those long snakes sizing you up.
Yeah, I still worry about what's in there. I have a 6-year-old male Doomerable in there, and if the cat's in here, I do not open up that cage whatsoever.
I hear that. Mine's is 2. My Doomer's.
Yeah, 4-year-olds. I mean, I think he was 4 when I got him. I've had him for almost 2 years now, so he's almost 6. He's decent size. He eats large rats.
Thick. Jay wants to know, but did they have any finger monkeys at that show?
Finger monkeys. Not that I heard of. I know they had those little tiny squirrels there. I know that. Is that what another name for a finger monkey or something? Or what is it? Micro squirrels, I think they are that they had. Someone actually had pet rats, and they actually came up to our table, and I was like, I got my screw it, let me have. You know, she let me have it. She was a vendor too, so she let me. She raised rats since it was a pup, and you could literally play with it, and it would not run away whatsoever. It was like a cat. It was weird.
They're smart. They're super intelligent. So
yes,
and they love people. They love attention. So
yeah, and they're rodents. I don't know if you ever saw that show, Pinky and the Brain. They're trying to overthrow the whole world.
What's on the agenda tonight, Brain?
Don't trust them some bitch as far as I can throw them, man. You can probably throw them pretty far too.
We started back in. We got our first reptiles in 2018, 2019 is when I started getting the ideas. Like, once I started looking into morphs and the different combinations, and me with my creative brain, I'm like, hey, I can roll the dice and possibly make something that I think is really cool, and I get to do this with my oldest daughter. So we kept going with it. We started vending shows, and shortly, about a year after we started up, another breeder in the area started up a local show up in Green Bay called Scaled Up Expos. And he spread out to basically having a show a month within Wisconsin, either at La Crosse, Fond du Lac, Green Bay, or Rothschild. You know, any given time there is a show within a month at one of those 4 locations. So he spreads it out pretty far. So that's how he can basically afford to do a show a month. Now, yes, some shows, some locations are much better than others, and some aren't. You know, that's just how the nature of the beast.
That's pretty cool.
Snakes and lizards. I mean, how fancy do you need it, for God's sake?
Right, and you'd be surprised at how many vendors are in Wisconsin that are reptile related. Abby doesn't do reptiles anymore. She has some, but she doesn't do any breeding. She's looking to downsize, especially with her snakes, because her and her fiance are thinking about moving out. Yeah, I know.
I have 2 daughters. As soon as you said fiance, boys, I tell my daughters those are the worst creatures on the face of the earth.
Boys stink. Yeah.
He's like, I don't care about them guys, but they're thinking about getting another apartment out of state, and she feels it's gonna be a lot easier to find an apartment if you didn't have snakes. Other reptiles are fine and real easy, but snakes, they got turned down quite a bit at other locations in the area here. So
really,
but she does 3D printing, but she didn't start with 3D printing. She started with the epoxy pours, and that was before 3D printing was taking over almost every other person's table. She was doing the epoxy pours, making custom colorations of the dragons and stuff like that. Little dishes and geckos and dinosaurs, all sorts of stuff, and every single one was a different coloration. No 2 were alike, just the shapes. But then 3D printing started coming around, and it was starting to eat into her profits. So that's why she kind of joined in with 3D printing, but she takes it a step farther, and she does the multicolor. And I'm looking, Max, what are you doing up there? He is all the way up on the V70.
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't want to scare you or anything, but he does look like he's hunting. I don't know.
What is he doing up there?
He's trying to
get he's only on top of the boa cage. Where are you?
He went up in the.
Oh, jeez. Well, at least the cage is strong. That boa cage is in animal plastics. It's the only animal plastics cage I have, and Reason why I know Animal Plastics is notorious for taking forever to get anything shipped out. It took me 6 months to get this one and 2 other ones even shipped.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've got like 9 Animal Plastics, but I always buy them used. So.
Oh, so you don't got to worry about
they're very well made. They're very well designed. Yeah. And the reason why I got this one is because that's why I started putting balls in. I had to split down the middle.
Yeah.
And once I got Raxus and the V70 rack, well, I didn't need 3 of those anymore stacked up. So I sold 2 of them, and I held on to one for a just in case because I knew maybe somewhere down the road I would get a boa. And sure. I did have a red tail for a while, and he did live in that.
My first boa was a red tail.
And the thing I like about Animal Plastics is you can get them with glass doors.
Right. That's the key.
Yeah.
And I have one Animal Plastics with plexi hinge doors. And it says Animal Plastic on the bottom. I haven't seen them do it that way. They don't even offer it that way. They'll offer it with sliding, but these are hinged doors, almost like a boa file cage, but not on the bottom. They actually swing out. They're like cut into the PVC.
It must have been one of their really, really early styles.
Yeah, and I got a bunch of 2-footers, 2x2x1s that I traded a guy for some babies, and I was like, yeah, I could use those. So I like putting stuff. I like having some animals some of my ball pythons in display cages. So yeah,
they're nice. That's why I like. I call him Damien. I have him up there because, well, it's nice to be on top of the 3 stacks of next level racks. You know, it's a nice place for him. I do have a step stool just so I can get up there decently and get face to face because he's very docile. But you know, if he smells any kind of other animal in here, I take caution because he's a big guy. He'll hit hard. You remember the last time, you know, I got tagged by that someone thing of mine.
Part of the snake strike is that shock and awe of it, right? It makes you kind of like, whoa.
Yeah, unexpected.
By the time the animal's like, what the? And they're getting wrapped up. It's too late now.
Yeah, I really don't want that. My hands are feeling kind of warm, so he might just stay in the cage tonight. Not an issue.
I stopped opening my big females. At least I don't. Once the sun starts to go down, no, I'm not opening any more of those unless I have a rat with me. Then you're safe. You're good because you shove the rat at him and then run the other way. So.
Then run the other way.
Yeah, when I bring up the tub full of rats and I see him moving around, it's like, well, you're gonna get one. Did I bring one, or is one not gonna eat today? You know, and he gets the leftovers, or I bring him up a nice juicy large, you know, at least once a month, and he's not getting any smaller. So I make sure if he's on one side, I put the rat in on the other side. So
yeah, I keep bull snakes too. I'm feeding bull snakes like, you know, nice small rats, and they you know, so if something in my collection is like, I'm in shed, I don't want to. I'm like, yeah, all right, you don't need to. I got somebody over here. And they don't coil anything. It's just they hit it and then power swallow it.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Wow. So that's what Emily do all the time then. Wow.
Yeah. My female exanthic bull snake, she'll grab the rat at the open door and pull it back into her hide. By the time she's in the hide, all she's got is the tail hanging out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. Animals are amazing creatures.
They're so much fun.
Yes.
They're totally different than the ball pythons.
Totally different. When you first start photography, did you just used to take pictures of animals, or you just was always sports thing?
Oh no, I fell into sports, but I basically learned how to do the photography because of reptiles.
Okay.
Because once I started getting clutches, I'm like, okay, like they always used to say, if you want to sell your animals, you got to take good photos of them.
Yes.
I had a camera from when I was doing video work. I used to have an Inspire 2 drone and Godox GH5 camera. They used to do video work following drift cars at one of the local tracks within an hour from here. And you fly a drone above them, or as they're coming around the corner, I'd have my camera on a gimbal so I can follow them super close and everything. So I had a camera, and it was like, well, I need to learn to use this to do photos, just so I can, take better photos and sell my snakes, because that's the whole part about breeding. You keep what you want to make, and then you try to make pets out of everything else. And hold on, I'll keep talking. The cat wants to actually go out for once.
Yeah, he's telling you.
Hey, man.
But so I sat down for a while, and in a light box. Everybody likes to start in light boxes. I did too. But I forced myself to actually use off-camera flash, which is a much stronger light, more directional. It's not fully surrounded, but you can get a much more clear photo because the more light you have, and if you set your camera up right, you can get more details in the shadows and everything like that. So,
What'd you call it? Off-camera flash?
Off-camera flash. It's a flash that you don't have on top of your camera.
Right.
That'd be on camera, but off camera. So you have a trigger on top of your camera that would actually trigger the flash to go off. So you can put the flash off to the side and actually cast shadows in different directions.
Cool.
And you can link two of them together, so you can have a main light, which is called a key light, a main light to actually light up most of the what you're trying to photograph. And then you can have what is called a fill light, which is set at a lower power just to not make the shadows black, but to brighten them up just a little bit. And that's when the whole artistic thing starts flowing through. And I started doing with little items, and I started going to flea markets and rummage sales and thrift stores to get props, because I've been putting props to them. And I have a wall of all my props, most of them anyways, all up here that I could actually use. So if you do follow me, you might actually recognize a couple of them props that are up on the wall.
That's cool.
And where I've been doing the photos lately is right on top of the stand here. I used to have a homemade extruded aluminum rack that I had here that would allow me to have 12 slots. Well, I upgraded it to a next level display rack system. I have 3 FB40 racks, and then I have 2 single racks up on the top there for FB40, so I can have like a little cubby here in the middle, and also so the top could be more level without too many wobbles or anything like that. And I do most of my photographs up on here, and I have back here I have a sheet of black cloth right now, but I could take that cloth down. I also have a 4K LED, I think an OLED TV back there. So if I want to put like something behind the animal, I can actually cast the photo from my phone to the TV and actually have it behind the animal, so I can give it different backgrounds to whatever my heart's desire.
Yeah, see, this is why I can't sell any snakes, is because my pictures suck.
They take some great pictures too, man. It's crazy.
I'm telling you what, it's because you have to be creative.
Yeah.
I was a lineman, Keys. I just run people over. Okay?
I'll be photographing a bunch of them this weekend on Friday.
This is my first season. I haven't coached high school football in 20 years.
That's great.
That's what is paying more bills than, surprisingly, all this. I have 70 females or 70 ball pythons up here altogether. I think about 40 of them are females, and like I have probably about 30 males. I have a lot of male options. I really do.
Yeah.
So if one fails, I got a backup. In certain projects, I have 3 animals for. Like for VPI Xanthic pieds, I have 3 males for. I have 2 Glow het xanthic het pieds that I created, and then I traded for a visual xanthic het pied male, and I got 6 females that are all double het.
See, you sound like your collection's about the same size as my collection. I think I had about 100 snakes before I started, but you got to remember I have a Brettles python and bull snakes.
Yeah.
So just a handful of bull snakes, but so about the same size collection. And I'm when you have that size collection, if you make something that you really love, I don't care if it's a male or it's a female, it's staying here. You know,
right?
It's like I don't do enough clutches to where I may not make another one for 10 years.
Right.
I'm staying here.
It's like some of those hatchings that I made that I showed last month. It's like there's one that there's actually 2 of them I have priced a little bit higher because if they don't sell, they're going to stay here. But if they do sell for that little bit higher price, I'm not going to be too overly hurt about the price that they're going to be selling for.
And if they look better, they ought to be more expensive. That's how this should work, right?
It's like, why is this one got 3 genes but it's cheaper than the one with 2 genes?
Right.
Which one do you prefer? Oh, that one up there. That's why.
Exactly. That's why.
We should price stuff based on what it looks like, not based on, this 3 gene animal and this 3 gene animal, they're the same 3 genes. They should be priced the same. No, because when you look at the 2 of them, one of them's way better. It should be priced way higher.
Right.
I never look at what the genes are involved. I always look at how does that compare to the other similar combos. Do I like the look better? Is it cleaner?
Right.
Is it brighter? Is it, And I think if your animal is better, it demands a better price.
Usually when I go possibly shopping for a ball python, I'm never really looking for one. So I don't stare at every single one. I just walk past people's booths and I just take a glance. If something catches my eye, like I got to take a second chance, look at it. Then I'll take a stare. It's like, do I want? What could I do with that? Does it fit in anywhere? At an Emily show, I almost bought a mahogany clown, yellow belly, het pied male. I'm like, I have a female mahogany pied. I also have clown pieds. I got clown het pieds. And like, that is very doable. I was thinking about it, and it caught my eye because the patterning that was on it was really nice.
That's how
I came home with a cat.
What catches your eye? What speaks to you, man? What says, "Hey, wait, stop, look at me."
Right.
When a snake does that, that's when I'm impressed. That's when I want to know more, and that's how I've bought my founder stock animals. I got a red stripe, but I got the best freaking red stripe I can find, and I looked all over hell. And they usually come from some like Ectothermic Dungeon is where I got my red stripe from. And
Jim.
I searched everywhere, and Jim had the best looking red stripe stuff, so I bought it from Jim.
And that's why I like taking the photos, the way I do, try to give a different look.
Right.
If you look at some of my artistic photos, they're not just a picture of a snake. Right. But yes, I do for the speed of being able to take photos and be able to sell them. You can't do that with every animal because it takes me about an hour and a half to take basically one photo of a snake to make it a little bit more artistic, with the props and stuff like that. And if I were to do that with every hatchling, you're talking about a week and a half to do that at least just once.
Yeah.
And it does take a lot of time. I pick and choose either sub-adults that I purchased or specific ones that are like the cream of the crop of what I have hatched.
Right.
And I'll try to find a prop that they would probably look really good with. I've done a normal pied with a pair of really old metal roller skates already, and God, did that look gorgeous. And right now, I'm just trying to think.
I don't have that artistic. You ought to do a calendar. They're
It has been brought up.
They're easy to do now. They don't probably. You can probably figure where you don't have really any overhead in it,
Right.
whereas you just kind of they just fulfill
You already got the
your
props
order.
and stuff.
Oh my god!
I got the props, and I also have a very good connection of some really good snakes that are not mine.
Mm-hmm.
Because for a couple of years, we didn't do it this year. This is the first year in 4 years that we didn't do it, actually. I used to go to Garrett DeMeyer's house or his shop and go take photos of his top for his website. If you go onto his website right now, the panda pie that's on there, that's one of my photos that I took.
Nice.
Yeah. Garrick's pretty good at this too, I tell you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we spend about an hour and a half taking photos and about 3 hours to chatting.
So you're in Wisconsin?
Yes, central Wisconsin. We're about 20 minutes south of Green Bay.
Do you know Jim? I can't say his last name. He's south. I think it's south. Yes.
Southwest Reptiles. Right. Yeah. We get along too. I see him at the Madison shows. For Scaled Up.
He's pretty good at this reptile stuff too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just a little bit. He just has a small collection.
Yeah, who knew all these guys? You jam them up there in the snow and they start breeding reptiles. Who knew?
We're bored up here, man. We're bored.
It's like the kids down here in the desert. All of a sudden, we got ice hockey kids going. I'm like, how do you play ice hockey in the desert? You can't play ice hockey in the desert. They got the rinks.
They got plastics for that now.
Yeah, and they go and they play ice hockey. You just aren't going to deter humans when they are decided they're going to do something. They're going to do it.
Most definitely.
Good for them. Good for them. Yeah, I'm jealous because we can't even have Gila. In Arizona, it's illegal to touch a Gila monster. You can't keep them. You can't touch them. If you touch one, you're in trouble.
Oh wow!
Damn.
Yeah, they're that protected here in Arizona.
Wow, that's crazy.
Keep them. Hell, if you touched them, you already broke the law. God dang. We just try to help them cross the street sometime, so it gets squished. I've been here since '94. I've never seen one live, like out in the outside.
Yeah, that's probably why they're protected, because there isn't so many of them.
Right. I seen a coyote chasing a roadrunner one day. It blew me away. I was like, I thought that was a joke. I thought it was a cartoon. I didn't think that really happened. But I did. He was trying to chase that roadrunner down.
How was you able to turn down the photography into a career from something that you just picked up a few years ago?
Well, it's not really my full-time career, but it does help pay quite a few bills.
Oh, all right.
My full-time carear is I am actually a machinist. I've been a machinist for 25 years, going on 25 years now. So how I picked it up to actually start making money off of, that was a big surprise. I was taking pictures of my reptiles. I was selling some photos from here and there. I had a website, or I still have the website, the differentphotographer.com. That is my website for my photography. The animal section is actually kind of lacking right now because the local school sports photography is just, that's where I fell into it. I went to go do some wildlife photography at a nature center just a few minutes away, and I went too late in the morning. So everything was sleeping already. But there was 2 baseball games going on just about a block away, and it's like, well, I had some lenses that I could use for this, and let's see what I can do. I took some pictures of some kids, playing baseball, during one of the games, and put them up on the community page for this area, and people were asking me about it and if I could do a tournament over at the high school, and I was like, sure. And then I got asked to do an individual team. How much would you charge for that? I'm like, oh shit, I didn't. This was snowballing pretty quick. Now this is all within a week's period of time already. And I'm like, And then the wife was starting to yell at me, this just seems like this is all you want to do now is take photos of sports. I'm like, Jen, I just got asked how much would I charge to do a full baseball game. And then I told her to kind of ease the pain a little bit is whatever I make in sports or doing photography, I'll put aside for grocery money.
Oh,
that was before groceries really started going
Right.
up.
yeah. Oh, groceries are crazy now.
Oh God, they're absolutely crazy now. So one game turned into 2 games because later on, about not even a month later, the other team that I did for free also asked me to come to do one of their games, and I have been posting pictures on the community page also about some of those games, some sneak shots or whatnot. Then a parent from the high school football asked if I want to do the high school football, how much would you charge? I'm like, I have no idea. Let's talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, put you this way. I do it for free for football. I go there. I cannot miss a game. But in order for any of the parents to get any of the photos, they actually have to pay per photo in order to get them. So in a way, I do get paid, but I only get paid by the parents, not by the football club.
Yeah.
And I was doing so well on the first year because they actually needed a photographer because the previous photographer got himself in a little pickle and he got in a little bit of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a whole different story. But since I did the football so well, the girls basketball team asked me if I could do a media day for them. I'm like, okay, this is another thing totally new. I have a photographer friend. I'm like, dude, what do I do? What do I? He was like, you got to hire me to help you get this done. I'm like, okay. And the sad thing is, he charged me $1,100, and I had to put that cost onto the basketball team.
Yeah.
And then I needed some cash off of it too, so I charged an additional $300 on top of that to kind of replace some of the stuff that I needed to buy in order to be able to do this.
Yeah.
But luckily, he was there to help me get it done. We knocked it out in an hour and a half because, lo and behold, the first year I was photographing the football team, they were on round 4 of the playoffs on that same very night that we were doing the media day for girls basketball. And I had an hour drive to get to the game.
Oh,
so we were cooking on that media day. And it just kept on going. I did girls volleyball, gymnastics, boys volleyball. Now I do also cross country, girls soccer, boys soccer, all those for media days. Boys basketball is one of the biggest ones I do, and they need the fastest turnaround too because they print out a booklet every year. They do the media day, and like within a week and a half, they need the photos fully complete so they can put them in this booklet and hand out for the first game for basketball. So it's like, it's a time crunch.
See what happens?
You got your full-time job, and you got the snakes.
See what happens when you go around. See what happens when you go around the high school kids and do a good job.
Damn.
When you do a good job,
I can tell you all about it.
Parents,
20 years.
Damn.
When you're polite to the parents and everything,
and then you're working in the office, and then you're on the play, the night play. I sing in the choir, and I got during the day at lunch. Then I'm organizing flash mob dances for our cheerleaders and whatnot.
If you want, it's crazy how fast things can just snowball. And if you want to check out like all different types of photography that I've done, on Facebook, it goes under DVP, so Dave Visser's Photography. You can find my Facebook page. For the Instagram for just sports photos, it is, I do believe, DVP Sports Photography. I think I have it set up with that name because DVP was already taken or something like that. But but a lot of the animal photography I put on DNA Reptilia or DNA Reptilia's Instagram. But I do put some of that up on to those other pages too for the photography page because now I'm also doing alternative portraits, senior portraits. So it just the last 4 years have been pretty crazy for how photography is accelerated for me. You kind of have to find a little niche and have a little style that people actually care about. And it's like, hey, come here. We want to
Yeah.
pay you for that style.
Right. See, that's what happens when you do a good job, man. You do a good
Do a
job,
good
and
job.
stuff just starts happening. Darn it.
And there's
I
it's
love
like
that
wife
story.
says, why aren't you charging more? It's like because I don't feel like I'm worth more yet. You know, I still struggle. I still have issues that I'm trying to accomplish, and the more I do, the better I will get.
And,
Yep.
Because the
and you're
hardest
trying
thing for me is actually posing people, you know,
right.
different types of poses and stuff like that. And it's like I've only been posing people for about 3 years ish, and just the last 2 years have been posing for, you know, decent stuff, you know, not just media days, you know, hold the ball on the shoulder, point at the camera, you know, that stuff is becoming a lot easier. But doing like senior portraits and stuff like that is a whole nother game. It's a whole nother different type of posing and stuff like that. So I need to get better on that. And I keep telling the wife, I got to do it more often so I can actually get better at it. I'm shaking the table. I'm sorry.
Plus they're kids. You trying
Right.
to do something for the kids too. I can tell.
Yeah. Yeah, I grew. We raised two girls. The last one just graduated last year, so now it's my turn to actually help out all the other parents and stuff like that, as other parents have helped our kids out. So
Right. Well, then you don't seem like the guy that's going to say, I don't have a kid that goes to the public school, so I don't care about the public schools.
right.
Those kids that are still there, they're the future of the community. So you got to keep caring about the kids, man, whether your kid's there or
Right.
not, man.
Heck, one of the girls soccer team actually works at a restaurant that me and the wife actually go to quite frequently. I'm like, hey, how's it going? You never know when you're gonna run into them kids again. Like you're working at the grocery store, all of a sudden they just got their first job, or you go in the subway and there they are behind the counter working their first job. It's like, hey, how's it going? You know, it's nice, and it makes them feel like it's like, oh, someone actually knows me. You know, this nice guy that I've dealt with, a couple times, actually remembers me. Makes someone feel nice when you recognize them.
Absolutely.
Or you never know which kid you're coaching that going to go and run in a couple of Olympic games. Something special like that.
Yeah.
Or my buddy who coaches at high school track, and you never know who you're going to coach, like somebody like actress Gabrielle Union, who goes on to marry a guy named Dwayne Wade, and she played high school track, and her coach was a guy I grew up with. So you never know when you're doing great stuff for young people down the road who those young people are going to turn into.
And you can inspire them along the way.
Right.
I actually did get the first girls soccer team that I actually was photographing. There was this one girl on there that was a senior, and she wasn't going to play soccer when she went into college. But her dad told me later on, since the photographs that I was taking of her during the games and stuff like that, actually gave her another boost of confidence to actually go for it and do it again.
Right.
So I kind of helped her decide to actually play soccer in college. I'm like, you're either saying that or that is true, and I feel really proud of myself of being able to inspire someone from photography to continue to do something that they actually care about doing.
You just kind of saw the picture and probably just rekindled the joy and the love and the what she started playing the game for in the first place. Because I think a lot of kids, as they start getting to that junior, senior year, and everybody's talking about scholarship this and scholarship that, and what are you going to do?
They're bombarded with it.
Oh, and they're just like, enough already. Enough. They just don't think like that. They're kids. Right. I'm just trying to have fun, for God's sake. So it kind of rejuvenated. I see it in football players and, because I coached, I didn't take photography because I'm not creative at all. Not even one creative bone in my body. But I love that story. That's good for you, man. Like I said, you do a good job and reap the benefits. And you're not gonna charge as much now, but You're going
Right.
to have a line of people, and you're going to be able to name your price if you just take care of people right, you know?
Right.
Mhm.
That's what I'm
So,
trying to do. Just trying to basically build up the clientele,
yeah.
build up my style so people actually want to come to me for what I do offer, not for the price.
Yep, I get it. That's awesome. That's a great story. It's a great story. And I like the television behind the black thing, so you could put like a scene up and take a
Yeah.
photo. Oh. Yeah, see, I would never freaking think of anything like that.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of tricky camera settings because sometimes snakes like to flick their tongue, and in order to get the photo of whatever I put up on the TV to show up decently bright enough on the camera, I have to actually slow down the shutter speed.
Okay.
So and if you know anything about camera, a slower shutter speed, if anything's moving fast while you're taking that photo, it can be blurred because it's moving so fast because the shutter stays open for so long. You're not stopping whatever is moving.
Right, okay.
So that's where the flashes actually come into play because there's this thing called duration time.
Uh-huh.
The lower the power you have set on the flash, now there's not as much power to actually put out, so it's not so bright.
Right.
The lower the power you have, the faster the duration time is, so you can actually stop something in its tracks with a flash set at low power but bright enough to make your scene really bright without having the flash actually hit the TV also. So you can actually get that tongue flick because all that bright light will be just right onto that tongue, because you got the flash on it, still with the TV casting its photo behind it. The mixed lighting type of thing, and just adding layers on layers on layers to try. There's a couple photos where I had the TV going and I had like 4 flashes all going at the same time, giving a little bit of light here, a little bit of light there, just to light up everything just right. And with snakes, you never know how they're going to move.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I think I got the right photo right there. And all of a sudden they move again. Oh, you just keep clicking. Usually the last 2 or 3 photos are the ones that you're going to keep, but you never stop too soon.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I'm the worst photographer going, period.
Mm-hmm.
Just like bowling. I mean, and I actually try to be good.
I love bowling.
bad.
I'm not a bowler too, yeah.
I
had to give up because of my wrist.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think everyone's tried bowling that's our age. Nowadays, kids don't want to. It's too much effort.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to break a nail, or I can't get it to hook. It's like, put a little thought into it. It is kind of tricky, especially that 7-10 split. There's pros who can't even make those.
I had to stop because the lanes neighboring mine got tired of my ball jumping over. So they wouldn't let me use those guard things anymore. They let the kids use those gutter guard things. I think I should get those too.
The rails. Oh my goodness. And it's getting late, man. We gotta see some snakes.
All right, we'll shed some light on the subject again.
Yeah, let's see some snakes.
Because I got a light up there that I use for video work and I don't use that light for photos, just basically for doing video work because it helps light up the area here on my table, because there's times where I have a top-down camera. That's why there's this rectangle right here, because with the top-down camera, which is not my phone, I normally have right above, and I have a macro lens which zooms right in. And I want to make sure I have everything framed right here, so I know that it's actually going to be in frame with the camera above.
How do you keep the snake in that frame?
When I'm doing egg cuttings, it's real easy.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm showing off snakes, it is hard to keep them right here.
Right.
That's for sure.
You got to have a poker or something to keep them.
Oh, I definitely have one of those. I
I have
have
a hook. I just touch them on it.
I got this big guy right here.
There you go. That's look like mine, kind of.
Because with some of the females, at this time of the year, surprisingly, those females, I'm more afraid of the females than I am of the boa, because if they smell rats, they launch, because now is the time that they're trying to get as many calories in as possible, so it can build up as many follicles as possible. And there's a couple girls that are that I have that I am actually afraid of when I have rats, because when they hit in the tub, they hit hard.
Real hard.
Yeah.
An adult female ball python is no joke. She can bring it.
Now this girl, actually, I noticed that her eyes are in shed, but this is one of my originals that I was talking about last month. She is a raven pinstripe. She is one. Okay. She is pushing 3,000 grams.
A lot of times and her too, you can see the raven alien heads in the side pattern of the pinstripe.
Yeah.
Like a cinnamon pinstripe side pattern looks like cinnamon alien heads. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That is.
And I'll put a can of soda. This is a can. Whoop. That's a can of soda next to her.
Yeah.
Soda for reference. You know, like banana for size.
I love pinstripe. I really do.
Yeah.
There's a couple people who really don't like pinstripe, and I'm sorry.
Nor for me.
Right. And then I will show you another one that she's at my eye level, so there we go.
Yeah,
no,
I like those.
Granted, I keep the humidity at like 50% in here.
Yeah, that's about what I do.
And sometimes they don't shut out completely all the time.
Everybody
gets the first layer.
Oh, I love calico.
This is a pastel calico. This is the one I drove 3 hours to get. Paid $200 for her when she was a subadult. Yeah, and 3 hours back.
That's a nice calico, though.
Yes.
Yes. That's the reason why I got her. She's one of my originals yet.
Orange Dream goes well with calico, too.
Oh, I know.
Blackhead and calico is awesome. It is amazing.
I think I showed you guys last month, the what was it? Orange Dream Pastel, Orange Dream Pastel Calico.
Yeah.
Hurricane Pinstripe.
Yeah.
That's at G Stripe. I think I showed you that one last time. That is just a knockout. It is gorgeous. There's hardly any pattern, but what's there is all shattered.
That's awesome. That's right. That was that one that looks like really granidy on the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And here's another one of my originals. She is just a hypo. She gave us our very first clutch. Very first, and she gave us our twins.
See, I have a male that's just hypo, but he's also het clown, so.
Yeah, back then het clown was not as prevalent as what it is now. But she's like I said, one of the originals that I probably would never let go. She did give us a clutch last year, but none of the eggs made it full term. So I don't know if it was a partial clutch or not, because I was pairing her last year. But okay. Girls are a little tricky, I guess.
Yeah.
But I will show you one of her her very first one of the twins, actually. Let's see, did I put a birth date on here? 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this snake, when it came out, was the size of a Sharpie and was only 19 grams.
Oh, 19 grams.
And look how small the head is. So for reference, 6 years old and still super small.
6 years old.
Yeah, I have some girls like that too. Really?
And I don't know. And you notice the patterning on here is not a pattern you see very often.
Yeah.
Blade. That's all it is.
Yeah,
That's
mine
blade,
looks the
head
same.
Oh
hypo.
wow, that's wild.
Mine that is like that, that's small like that too. She's the same way. She has very little alien eyes, really big and drug out alien heads with no alien eyes, and it's partial black back like that.
I would
And
have
Yeah.
never guessed that's Blade. Never.
Because the pairing was super blade to hypo.
Yeah.
So this is a blade head hypo. And I never sexed it. I never sexed it. I'm going to have to probe it now. I tried popping it, and well, at this age, it's a little,
Oh yeah,
a
difficult.
little strong. Even though it's small in size, it's strong. What else? Oh, okay. Now I told you about Hurricane G stripes, right?
Yeah.
You know, and where's Biff? Biff.
Biff,
The guy.
like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the only Biff I've ever known.
Yeah.
And his brother is Mark, because I got him. I kept them both, but this guy is a Hurricane G stripe, pastel Hurricane G stripe.
Yeah.
Very nice in coloration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice clean sides.
Yeah. Wow.
And
It's bright.
the line, the darkness on the lines is really thin.
Uh-huh.
And because I produced this from a Hurricane G stripe from Hans Winter and a pastel G stripe, I've been working. He's been my main male breeder, but I've been working with it to where I made Hayabusa G stripes last year, and I think I figured out what is a good way of signifying it as a Hayabusa is if behind it, right on the back of its head, if it's really pale, it has two like bald spots of coloration, that it would be a Hayabusa, because the patterning would be a lot thinner,
Uh-huh.
but it's still tricky, especially when you throw other genes in there, like the Mojave and the pastel and the spider.
Oh, you've been to Garrick de Meyer, so you've seen his leopard G-stripe stuff. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
That really
Definitely.
thick outline, because that's what leopard does to G-stripe. It makes it a really thick black outline. I think that is so cool.
This is a female version of him.
Yeah.
One that showed me promise with some breaking up of patterns on the sides.
Yeah.
This is a female pastel Hurricane G stripe.
Mm.
It doesn't want to be here, of course.
Wow. So
Yeah, they never do.
Is there a paradoxing on it?
That's pattern showing up, and I was thinking that's what Hurricane was going to do more of when I created more. And she gave me a clutch last year, and I did not see any that had the same kind of patterning as her. So it could be a paradoxing on her only.
Okay.
So
Really
I'm going to pair her up to a cryptic. Het Krypton, sorry, not a cryptic. Het Krypton, Het Cryptic, Het Cryptic genetic stripe this year that I got from Canova a couple years ago. I tried pairing him up last year, and he's a feisty little guy. He can be, but he's also confusion. That's it. Don't want to throw confusion in, because confusion really gives you a shit ton of patterning in genetic stripe. This is visual genetic stripe.
Right. Okay. I have acid. I wonder if acid will have a similar
kind of like a Kiki.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I might have to throw acid in with my G stripe.
And visual genetic stripe, Het Cryptic, Het Desert Ghost also, and confusion. And yeah, I do want to get him in Makikis of some sort.
Look at how thick it is around the dorsal stripe. Look how thick that comes.
It's a thick dorsal. Yeah,
and a thick stripe, man.
Yeah, he's a nice boy, and he didn't give me any clutches last year, but I think it is because, as he knows, he's really twitchy. So
put his head up here. Is he Krypton?
Yeah, he's cryptic. Krypton. Yeah,
Head
Krypton.
Hep cryptic. All right. I like
I
that.
trust what Canova sexed him or gened him as, because they test everything now, and I got them when they were doing testing. So
Yeah, you could probably trust that guy. He sold enough snakes. I'm sure we'd hear some negative back if there was a problem.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say anything bad about 13 years. I never think I've ever heard anybody say something negative about that guy.
I got a Inchi Kiki Het Krypton Het DG from Canova.
Yeah, that's what's up.
this is not a bell. This is actually a visual pied male.
Get out.
Visual pied. You got pastel, fire, cinnamon, special, visual pied.
That is crazy.
Cinnamon,
And there goes
cinnamon
the little
usually.
spot.
Cinnamon and special both usually throw high white pieds, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Cinnamon
And
special will just have like the head colored and everything else is white.
yeah, and the thing is, this is the one that I got from Troy from Best Dressed Balls.
Yeah.
He donated this one to the fundraising raffle for Forrest Fanning family for the funeral cost.
Oh.
And that's why I named that guy Forrest.
There you go.
So I kind of went along with that. Now, let's see if this girl will cooperate with me. This is one I acquired. I got her and a mate for her. She is, I do believe, het pied, but she also has sandblast in her and cinnamon.
Uh-huh.
So the reason why I got these, because the male is a visual pied, the reason why I got these is because they needed to downsize their collection dramatically, but they said I can have them for free only if, when I do pair them and I get urban camos, I need to give them one. I'm like, mother. Okay.
And you said no. You said no. No way. I'm not doing it.
She's a really crappy eater. She eats like about 4 times a year, but when she's eating, I try to feed her as much as possible. I've had her for 1.5 years now, and the male is eating nonstop. But this little booger, every once in a while, I have to throw ASF in there just to give her a little treat to say, hey, you might want to start eating. But,
how big is she right now?
Oh, good question. Good question. Keep an eye on her, would you?
I got her. I'll yell if she moves.
Okay. Let's see. See if I can get a weight on her. I'm going to guess she's going to be like 13.
Yeah, see, I'd throw the male in with her.
Mm.
You throw the male in with her. Throw the male in with her.
Yeah.
It'll turn her on, right?
13.
It'll turn her on to start eating to build. I bet you anything. You'll never see her eat that way ever again in your life.
1,390 grams.
Yeah, she's 14. I'd pair her. I'd put her in there.
She's definitely going to be getting paired this year. I just don't know her cycle. She could be cooling right now, or, I mean, she's not eating now.
Right.
So I might have missed her cycle already, unfortunately, because I have some females that go late and some females that go early. So it's like, oh, crap.
If it were me in my collection, I'll just tell you, I'd start putting the male with her at the end of October. And
that's
just
why I
see
have
what
some of
they
these
do.
signs.
Yeah.
I have some of these signs and some of the girls that I know what their cycle is.
Yeah, you go.
That's the month that I need to pair them.
There you go.
I use Velcro tabs. I have Velcro tabs on every tub.
Yeah.
Just so I can take these off. I peel the Velcro off for the male tub, and I put it on the female tub so I know which ones I paired.
Okay.
And I go from there.
We all have these little quirky things we all do, how to market here. And it only means something to us. Like I can walk into my snake room and look around and go, okay, I got pretty much, I know what's going on. I know what I need to do.
Now, this girl I'm going to pull out, she's a chunky monkey. I don't know if she's gravid, but she's still flipping eating. That's the crazy thing. And I've been pairing her up for 1.5 years now. She is a super NG pied.
That's awesome.
Justin, what up?
That is awesome. See, if I was
Solar
gonna
can
have
for
pods,
reference.
if I was gonna have pods, it'd be Enchi and Super Enchi pied. That's the only way I'd do it because I love that pattern all over their body. That is
Oh,
so
it's
cool.
insane. There is no saddle. She has a white
Yeah.
belly in it. She's all this
Oh,
super yellow with very minimum patterning or very
yeah,
minimum saddling.
yeah.
She
That is
is
so
one of my
cool.
biggest.
Yeah, if
Like I
I was
said,
gonna have pies, that's
she's thick. She's got wrinkles.
a big
And
girl, boy.
yeah,
She gonna give you a clutch of like 42 eggs, man.
that first one that I showed you, the Raven pin, she gave us
Yeah.
our biggest clutch to date, and it was 11 eggs.
Yeah. The big girls give big clutches. God love them.
God.
Big girls
No.
love two keys. God darn it.
Now, this one actually beats both of those other two, as in size.
That's awesome.
So, to camp for reference,
Yeah, she's a giant.
she
she's
is
a
a
clown.
leopard lesser clown.
Yeah. I love leopard and lesser. God, I love that. That is so
And
cool.
I love my giants.
Yeah, my God, that is so cool.
It's like everybody wants the young snakes. Oh, no,
Yeah.
not around the TV, not around the TV leg. No, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. Uh-oh.
Come on, get her out of there.
I am.
Those big girls, they always know exactly where to go grab onto stuff.
Right. I got her.
There you go.
Got her. There. See? Proof. I got her.
She's
No
nice.
blood, no foul. I did not even get bit.
I love her. I love her color. That is so cool.
Yeah, she's 5 feet easy in length. I can't even get her in the whole screen. She's just big.
Wow, that's a
Yeah,
big girl.
she's 5 feet. She's got a big old head on her. Oh, Christ. I got to weigh her sometimes. She was hefty.
I bet she's going 5K.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Christ. Easy 4K. Easy 4K.
Easy. I think she's past that by another at least 500.
Now, remember about pinstripe and calico, right?
Yeah. It really reacts. It's really amazing. Calico and pinstripe, you would never think.
Orange Dream, pastel. No, not pastel. Orange Dream, calico, pinstripe.
Yeah. I just made OD pin. I did lesser OD pin, and the male I kept is a lesser OD yellow belly pin. And yeah, I want to do calico to them next. Oh, that is pretty.
Yeah, the calico I have is just insane.
Yeah, it really is. That's really a nice line of calico.
Yeah, I don't mix. I try not to mix it up.
You would think that calico and pinstripe wouldn't be as reactive together as they are, but calico and pinstripe just go whack job, man. So cool. My buddy has done a lot of calico pinstripe stuff. It's really neat.
Now this one I'm gonna have to read the card because she's got a lot of genes in her. Mystic, pinstripe, pastel, desert ghost, het, cryptic.
Oh, I love desert ghost pins. Oh, look at that.
Got it from Hardwired Exotics.
Yeah, it looked like somebody just took a calligraphy pen and just wrote her pattern right on her. God, that is so cool.
And I showed you that male that was het cryptic and het desert ghost.
Yeah.
It's the reason why I got her.
Yeah, there you go.
So I can make, cryptics, desert ghost cryptics.
And Tony been around forever, man.
Yeah.
I remember that dude was making videos in a bedroom when he first started. I was like, I've been watching that guy ever since. He's a good dude. I like him.
Yeah, I like it. He's a hard worker. He knows what he likes to do, and he gives you no bullshit.
No, he's got like 4 of his own businesses, man. The guy just works his tail off. And survived cancer to boot. I mean, my God.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he battled that. Was it just last year?
Yeah, it's a while ago. I mean, my heart goes out to him and his family. They did a great job, and they deal with it such grace. I tell you.
Pastel Orange Dream, NG, Possible Fire, Clown Het Pied, also from Hardwired Exotics. I actually took this girl and did a photo shoot with her on a prop not too recently, being adolescent.
Oh, love that pattern.
Yeah. I think that how she's brightening up, she's definitely got some fire in her.
Oh my God, of course. Fire is really a lightning too, you know what I mean? And it will really hold colors very well. And then see how her patterns all kind of really drug? When I say stretch, those alien heads look like they stretched them. Fire does a lot of that too. Yeah, that's so pretty. Yeah, Tony does good work over there, man. I got to give him props. Out there in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where the weather is nice and warm all the time.
Yeah, or like here, it's hot. We're under another heat advisory.
Oh, geez, really?
113 today, I think it was.
Oh, mama. And then we're just going to go to a Yellow Belly Clown Pied. It's the reason why I got my Blackhead Orange Dream Clown Het Pied male downstairs.
Yeah.
It's just a regular Yellow Belly Clown Pied.
I bet you that Orange Dream and Blackhead, those go together well too, I bet, huh?
Oh, God, he's gorgeous. And being clown to boot.
Yeah, oh my. So
the reason why I got this girl.
Gotta just bump up the color and everything too in that. That's so pretty.
Yeah, she's being vocal right now. But I mean, I don't have a whole lot for Clown Pied, but I'm trying to slowly build. And when I look for new clowns, I actually look for, is it Het Pied?
Yeah, right.
I
want to do clown, hypo clown. That's very popular as well.
Now here is a gene you don't see enough of that is actually can be kind of insane. What's that guy's name? Dave. He's got a really long beard. He's crazy as hell.
I think I know who you're talking about.
His business used to be Arnell Exotics. Then he changed it to something else just recently.
Not Dave Levinson.
Yeah, Dave Levinson.
Okay, Dave Levinson.
That's where this pastel candy male came from. You don't see candy very often.
No.
That's not like super orange, because when they're younger, they are orange. And to tell you the truth, I haven't made a full-size candy yet because one of the holdbacks from this guy just does not want to give me eggs. She is 5 years old and has yet to give me a clutch. And I've been pairing them for the last 2 years, trying to get some firefly candies.
Yep.
Because the female is a firefly, and with this guy, I can make super flies. And I'm curious what candy does with super pastel.
Yeah, you've got a lot of fire in your collection too. I had a lot of fire, and so what I decided was I need to get some vanilla. Get some vanilla and start playing the vanilla screens and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because vanilla and fire are lilac. And the nice thing about vanilla is the super isn't a white snake.
Right. And this is the firefly.
Yeah.
That's that candy. Again, not another small girl. But she's not no monster neither. She is all in all 1800 easy.
Yeah,
I mean, Firefly is not bad, but I want her to give me flipping eggs. I got to find her season.
Yeah. She's a
I like a lot of these classic combos. You know.
Me too.
Yes, the new combos are insane. Right. But we got to give some love to the classics.
That's what I think too.
That drew us all in. Who else? Oh, Now, you remember last month I showed you that cinnamon black pastel pied, and I said that the female is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
And has a lot of stuck shed on her. Yay. Let's see how well is she going to react. Oh, she's just a... like I said, stuck shed. It's only one layer. Not bad.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's just on the back. No, it's going to happen. You see in a lot of my snakes, they have pretty good shed outs. But look at her sides.
Yeah. This is the time of the year, too, that you're going to have, it's dry air and when it's hotter out.
And it's coming off really easy, so it's not.
See, and I think that's the whole thing is it's more than humidity. It's hydration. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and all their tubs are full of water. Every week that I feed, it was like once they slam their tub, I open the tub again to fill their water, to top it off so they can get a drink after they're done eating. And spray down the cocoa every time. 50% humidity in a room is just not enough, but I don't want mold growing on my walls.
All right, I have 50. I run my room runs about 45%. And then you put, a heat element in a cage or in an enclosure, and I put a water bowl. Most of my enclosures are 50 to 55%, and most of my animals, they shed perfect. And every once in a while, I just get some that'll do. Like right now, I'm going through it too. I've had 3 or 4 of the animals shed that they shed sticks. Yeah.
I'm sweating right now.
Right.
58% humidity, 80-degree temperature.
Yeah. That's it's just going to happen. And I think a lot of times this time of year it does a lot. A lot of times in colder parts of the country, where you've got to run your heater, it'll happen to you guys during the wintertime again. But here's where I notice is during our summertime here in the desert, it's just the air is so dry.
Yeah. I believe it. And I do have humidifier down here.
Yep.
And I set up I like building things and creating things. This is an auto water filling setup for this humidifier. So I never have to fill it.
Right.
Nice.
You're a machinist.
And to tell you the truth, this power strip back here, it's that controls everything. That is AC Infinity. If you look up AC Infinity, the stuff that they create is for grow tents.
Okay.
That power strip has a humidistat and a thermostat on the power strip, and also, you probably won't be able to see it, but I have an external also that's connected to it. That's another humidistat and thermostat.
Okay.
Or a thermometer, I should say. And
so it kicks on automatically too?
Yep. And the heater for in the wintertime, so if the room gets below 80 degrees, this will kick in. And I got my fan up there connected just in case. And with that power strip, it comes with an app that you can actually load up the app and see all your parameters.
Okay.
And it will give you push notifications because it also has alarms built in too.
Okay.
So if your humidity drops too low or the temperature gets too low or too high, because you set thresholds for both ends.
Right. Okay.
And that's how I monitor this room without being in this room. Granted, I got the physical monitor up there, so I can just glance at. Or if I'm at work, if there's an issue, my phone will just kind of blow up at me and say, hey, there's an alarm. That four outlet power strip was only like $70.
It just creates redundancy. Then that's what it does.
Exactly.
Right? So
when the humidity drops to a certain level in the room, that means the humidifier is not kicking out enough humidity. So more likely, it is empty. So it kicks on the outlet for the solenoid for the auto water level system. So it fills up, hits the sensors on the system, and then the system shuts off. And then once humidity rises back up, that outlet that controls that system actually turns off. So there's not always power going to that auto water filling system.
Okay.
I overthink things sometimes, and
You're a machinist. You said that already.
yeah, I can't stop thinking.
Right. Y'all build stuff and figure out how to do stuff so it's easier, better. If we didn't have you type of people, then we'd be in a lot of hurt. Probably wouldn't have a microwave. Probably wouldn't have a microwave at all.
Probably not.
I remember when they came out, we were like the last people in my neighborhood to have a microwave.
Wow. My stepdad was one of those people that just had to have it first.
Yeah. Well, we were the last one to have a video player too in our house, and then my dad he got a Beta. I was like, what the hell?
Oh yeah. We had one of them too.
Yeah, none of these tapes fit, Dad.
Yeah,
you got a great deal on it though.
All my racks, but the V70 are all next level racks. The FB20s over there, the 40s and 40s over there. I like next level. They don't scratch as easy. They're easier to clean up. They are heavier. They are more expensive, but you get what you pay for. Yeah. They all heat the bottom of the tubs just fine. The whole thing about scratching, nice round corners, because a lot of the racks you get that are made out of PVC are the corners are squared off, so it catches debris a little bit easier, I think. And then I have a computer desk right here underneath the prop wall, and this used to be.
Do you use any 70 series tubs or?
Yes, the rack right there is a stainless steel Freedom Breeder 70 series. That's the first professional rack that I ever purchased. That was before they were making hybrids with the plastic rails, so that's all stainless steel.
Yeah, mine, I got the hybrid. I bought it used. I mean, I bought it from another guy who was changing to Freedom Breeder. You know, one of those guys that's like, yeah, I just want all my racks to match. I was like, yeah, just wheel mine out here.
Yeah, I'll take your spares. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if mine match. I'm the only guy in there.
Since I follow Next Level quite often, I have bought a lot of their stuff. My displays for shows are Next Level too. Yeah. Those are the first things I ever purchased from them. But they came out with something new just a couple months ago at March Tinley, which was the ultimate rodent rack.
Okay.
Which has stainless steel wire mesh on top. Okay. You know, kind of like the hardware cloth, but it's made out of stainless steel. It's a much heavier gauge, and the tubs are stainless steel, and the rack is an aluminum rack. The kicker is every tub has a drain port on the back that has a screen on it that goes into another piece of PVC that goes down. So if water starts to flow into that tub, it actually drains out the back.
Oh, that's a good idea. So you don't drown in your rats.
Right. They are expensive is because of stainless steel. You got the stainless mesh, you got the stainless tub, and then you're paying for the aluminum frame. You know, metals are not cheap, especially stainless, but you're also paying for the assurance that you won't flood it, and you will not get any chew outs. I just posted a video today that I bought one of those racks to replace my DIY ASF rack.
Okay.
Because my ASFs actually chewed the galvanized wire mesh that you use for ASFs.
Wow.
I had like 6 tubs I could not use anymore because they chewed a hole in the mesh.
See, my rodents are all frozen, so I don't have to keep them in tubs. Nobody chews out of the freezer. The frozen rats don't chew at all.
But the grocery store is just down in my basement.
Yeah.
Right.
You pick and choose the best flavors, you know. Is this one ripe? You know.
Yeah. But every time I touch them, I have to scream like a woman.
That's the crazy thing. My wife actually helps me clean the tubs. I do all the organizing and whatnot, but she does the actual scrubbing of the tubs, to clean out the tubs. And dude, the first time that we did that together, it saved 10 minutes a rack. It normally took me a half hour to do each rack.
Yeah.
She saved me 30% of my time
I'm sure.
just by washing the tub while I organize and rotate.
Yeah, my wife's not going to help with anything snake animal related. Although I'll tell you one thing, we've moved a few times and she's pretty good on the end of a couch. She can carry her own, boy. We've moved a couple of times, but she's not cleaning any tubs or any of that. No.
Yeah.
She's
It's
not
nice when you do
involved.
get one that does.
Yeah.
So it's a nice hand.
Oh yes, it is. Because I've asked, don't think I don't ask her.
She won't handle any of the big girls. That's for damn sure. But she'll scrub a tub if I ask her to.
See, that's the thing. My wife will walk in, pick up a snake, no big deal, no problem, and then I say, "Hey, you want to help me clean up some tubs and stuff?"
Nope. See you later.
This is yours. This is your thing.
It's like the grandparents who give candy to the grandchildren. It's like, okay, they're getting hyper. Here you go.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife isn't in my snake room 20 minutes and she's got some snake out of the cage going, "Ooh, this would make a nice belt. Put my snake down. Put my snake down now."
Oh no.
Yeah, she want to make a purse out of it or something. I'm like, that's not what they're for. I love these animals. Damn it. Put my snake down and get out of here.
We're about to call it a night, fellas. It is about bedtime.
Since we started a little later, I might want
a little bit later. Yeah.
It's still a good hour and a half. Still a good show.
Still a good show. Good show.
We try to keep it a little, under that threshold, and plus that way Keith gets to go lay down for a minute because you guys are East Coast time. For me, I'm just trying to get off of here so I can eat dinner.
He's in the Midwest. So.
Yeah, I'm Central Time.
There you go.
So for me, it's just only 8:30 right now. So but I gotta go feed the dogs anywho because as soon as I walk out that door, I'm gonna get pummeled.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised Max didn't want ask to come back in.
He did. I ignored him.
Oh.
There you go.
He was asking just a few minutes ago, actually.
Yeah.
But it's good that he wanted to go out at a good time. So.
Yeah. He started made a new YouTube video. So congrats to you, Dave, for doing that, getting back into the swing of things.
Yes, I think I implored you last time we were on the show. I said, please, you make some videos.
And the video was about do's and don'ts of rodent breeding. Yeah, I did kind of showcase the new rat rack, but it was mainly me switching everything over, things that I learned, and the reason why I got that rack is to actually find a solution for the problem I was having. I mean, there was other options, but I was weighing everything out. I'm really used to having a wire mesh on top. I know the animals eat really good through that. They don't get their teeth caught because I've had small rats get caught in some cutouts already on certain other rodent racks, and I've only lost a few because of that because they were stuck and I wasn't down there. But it's not pleasant to hear. But out of wire mesh, I do not hear. I've never heard any of my rats ever get stuck in any type of wire mesh.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of favoritizing wire mesh. No, I didn't state that in the video, but stainless steel is a hard steel to chew through. That's why I prefer stainless nipples in my rat tubs. Granted, I do have a bunch of brass, but whenever I get new ones, if I'm able to find stainless ones, I will get them because they don't get chewed up as easy as the brass ones do.
That's why I go frozen. They don't chew at all. They don't run away. They just lay there like, feed me to your snake. I'm like,
I got a freezer full of them. A freezer full of them. I just don't have any dry ice to ship, so sorry, I can't help you out there.
Damn it.
God love a frozen rat, boy.
Dave, anything you want to say before we sign off?
Live long and prosper, I guess.
Live long and
down.
prosper.
I like that one.
Yeah, be creative. Be creative in life, no matter which way that you can you don't have to do actual art, just think outside the box sometimes. You don't, get off the pathway every once in a while. And don't forget to touch grass.
That's why I breed ball pythons. It's my only thing that I do that is kind of creative.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what drew me in with this, the creative, the patterns, that you could possibly make.
Oh yeah, it's great hobby. Love it to death.
Coach, anything you want to say?
I got clutch 4 on the ground, just waiting for them to all shed out. It was got a couple visual hypos out of the deal. It was awesome. So
Awesome.
I think it's a pretty combo. It's not a big deal combo, but did a pastel chocolate het hypo to a GHI het hypo, and just a GHI chocolate. I like that combo. So tune in and see the babies I made.
All right. Y'all heard it, man. Check out their YouTube channels, and y'all know what to do, man. Get those smiles out, get those flowers out. Call your mother, get the fuck off my laptop.
Yeah.
You have a good night.
All right.
Take it easy.